to start thinking about
Sure.
what do I want to do stuff.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's a good age.
It is a good yes.
Everything. All right, being 7 o'clock on Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. This is the official city council meeting. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilman Welch. Councilman Munger.
Here.
Councilman Haycraft.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Here.
Councilman Cohen.
Here.
Councilman Phillips.
Here.
And Mayor Lauderman.
Here. There being a quorum present, I'll call this meeting to order. If I could get Councilman Munger to do the invocation, I'd appreciate that.
Lord, we come before you and we ask your blessings on this meeting tonight. Give us wisdom to do what is needed to continue on your path in this community. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I need approval of the agenda for tonight, please.
So moved.
I'd like to
Second.
make a motion to amend.
We'll table when we get to that item. You don't need to amend.
Oh.
So we don't. Do we have a first and second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Need approval of payroll and claims, first half, November 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public comments. Yeah. Lisa? Lisa Lotta?
Hi.
Hi, what can we do for you tonight?
Thank you all for letting me speak today. I am.
Hey, Lisa, can you speak in? There you go. Thank you. I know it's uncomfortable.
Oh, that's okay.
Nobody's going to hear
I'm here to talk about the storm sewer project on North Street. I was contacted by Matt Munstinger on October 5th when he left a card for me. I contacted him on October 7th. He came down and told me there would be a meeting between me, him, and PSBA that is in charge of the construction before any construction started. And I would like to ask why that never happened, that meeting. And I've called Matt several times and no phone call has ever been returned. And construction was started and the road was blocked to my bar for 3 hours on the Folklife Festival on Saturday. And I never did get a response. And I would like to know why that is.
Matt?
I'd like you to return your phone call prior. Well, my phone blew up the night I made it, and you showed up the next day. And you told your boss that you returned every phone call, and he said that he saw your phone and never returned. I have all the calls. I asked to do that when you came to provide them. And your boss. Well,
He answered
what was the answer?
that obviously the false calls weren't returned.
Yeah, not. After he told me there would be a meeting between myself, the construction company, and the board. Before any the whole street has been blocked off for over a month. They do not work full days. They do not work Fridays. What Matt told me in the beginning was it was going to be done in sections. It has not been followed through with the original plan. And the reason being that I was told by the construction company that it isn't efficient for them to do that by their original plan, so they changed it. So it's efficient for me when my sales are down 80%. This is my life. And this was not the original plan. When every street is blocked off, 3 different people told me 3 different things. And and they keep passing the buck to everyone else, and nothing is getting accomplished.
Well, they can't stop construction.
I never said that it was going to be easy.
And it is mandated that we fix the problem that's there.
I agree.
It's been something that's been in the news, in the works for well over a year. That
Because
this
it
was-
wasn't done correctly
that
the
this
first
was
time
coming.
when
No.
they tore the street up.
No, just when it was built the first time, it was built for a whole different reason, for a whole different amount of water, and now it's out because of the
So when
blowout. It needs
blew,
to be
when it
bigger.
blew over 3 years ago, it just wasn't fixed correctly, correct?
It wasn't fixed from then. Now it is
Mhm.
being fixed correctly.
And I never said it was going to be easy.
Yeah, and it's
I
not.
never said it was.
Yeah.
Matt, on the other hand, told me a whole nother story. And that I would never, without entire parking, except for when they were redoing my parking lot, that sunk. Now the construction company is telling me that they're not even going to redo my whole parking lot, that that's changed as well. I've asked for the plans. I have asked for the plans since they came in and brought in equipment on the 19th. And I spoke with Ed Doran right off the gate, and he asked me for my email. I sent that to him. I never got the plans. I asked him again, and I never got the days. I never got the email on the 22nd, again on November 8th, and he showed up on November 11th with plans and said that they'd all changed.
Yeah.
And there is no other business on North Street except for me. And so because it isn't efficient for them to follow the plan, it's efficient to me to go bankrupt.
Let me get with both Matt and Darren, find out what's going on. I will back to you.
And Darren lied for Matt too. He told me that he saw his phone records and he did not.
I will.
And then when he came in and I showed him my phone records, he apologized. And then I
will
told
get with
them
both
from
of
the
them
gate,
and
I told him from the gate, communication goes a long way with me. And he lied. And I told him never to come back in my bar again because he doesn't tell the truth.
I will get with them.
And I'm
Get a
sinking
solution
because
for
of
you.
it. And this is my livelihood.
I understand. And I'll see what I can do to get things fixed and moving for you.
Just like today, it's a beautiful day. They work till noon.
Well, we don't have control over how long they work. That's the construction company. That's a whole different thing. We can't
So they
mandate.
can prolong this and I can keep struggling.
Well, I hope they don't
For how
prolong
long?
it because the
I mean,
more they
it's gonna
prolong
snow
it, the
next
more
week.
money
This
gets
was supposed to
spent.
start months ago.
So,
This whole project was supposed to start months ago.
saying that there's a lot of things behind it that
Well, I'm
we
sure,
don't
but guess
have,
what? Who's
we don't
suffering
have
here?
control over a lot of it.
Who's suffering?
Yep, I understand that.
And
I
the
do.
plans aren't being followed through, and then I deal with someone that wants to lie to me, that is supposed to be in charge. Come on.
Like I said, I'll look into it and I will get back to you personally.
I would appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Lisa, write down your contact information.
I appreciate bringing it up.
Mayor, just
Yeah.
for the record, there are a couple other businesses up the line that haven't been directly affected yet. There's a couple of Airbnbs
I know.
up there.
They will be when they move.
Yeah. And I think they've been, talked to, the owners have been talked to, so that may be yet to come.
All right. Next we have Hazel Lynham.
Not hear from. Don't see her in the audience.
At that, before we move on, I do need a motion to excuse Councilman Walsh from the meeting.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Lisa? Sorry, this Lisa. You're okay.
Okay, so first thing is, as one of the final steps to closing out the Werco site with the Missouri Department of Natural Resources, DNR, the attached deed notice must be executed and recorded. The recording will prompt the issuance of a no further remediation letter from DNR. At that point, we will then be able to utilize the lot. So I'm asking that you please authorize the mayor to execute the attached document.
Where is that site?
Right there.
Right
across
there.
the
Oh,
street.
Yep.
the one, the gas station that used to, okay.
So, I just need a motion to approve.
I would make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Okay. And then the second thing I have before you this evening is the renewal of the OpenGov software. The software is being used by the building inspector's office to track inspections and permits. The software has simplified the process for about the last 4.5 years by allowing contractors and homeowners to apply online. It's also a repository for all of the per property, permitting, inspection, etc. So previous to this, the building inspector's office kept paper records. And so I'm asking, pardon me, to execute this renewal for $18,604.69 for year one, $19,534.92 for year two, $20,511.67.
Need a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Melissa?
Mayor, I just have one thing on the agenda, probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've done since I have been city clerk, which was the sale of taxable industrial revenue bonds. We went out for proposals for the sale of taxable industrial revenue bonds. The bond proposals were opened by myself in the council chambers on November 12th at 10 a.m. The only proposal for the purchase of the bonds was from GM Cereals Incorporated in the amount of $56 million. So, of course, the staff would recommend the approval of the sale of the bonds to cereal industries. And I believe there's some people here that speak to the council.
I'd like to come up for just a second. Appreciate that.
Mr. Mayor, City Council, thank you very much for having us here. We really appreciate the opportunity to appear before you today, and want to let you know this is a very important step in the company's dedication to continuing to expand here in Hannibal. It's a great location, and to hopefully moving forward with this step, and then next step. I know there's one other meeting that we have to get through, but we're really excited to have everybody out tomorrow at the facility for a big announcement and groundbreaking.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your confidence in the city. Thank you.
We have bill number 24-026 to follow for a first reading. Andy?
Evening, Mayor, Council. Two items tonight. First up, we have the bid award for right-of-way tree removals, dangerous and dying trees on the right-of-ways. Procare Tree Service has a bid of $18,000. And that work should start and be completed within the next 60 days. There's 23 trees.
We have resolution 2526-24. Follow on.
Next up's a biggie. The Parks Department and Park Board have been working on the renovations for Central Park for quite some time. As I think most people know, bandstand that is 99 years old had a structural failure. So we've been working with Klinger on a determination whether or not we have to completely rebuild or we can renovate. And it looks like we are able to renovate. Good thing. It'll it'll save us some money, plus it'll keep the basic structure of current bandstand. In addition, project will look at replacing the curving, sidewalks, and electric pedestal. All are decades and decades old. Failing. This has been a project, 5-year capital that's quite some actually. For a project of this large, have to bank money to kind of get up to do this. So we're working with Klingner's. Their contract is in the council packet, and so looking at a contract of $81,900 for 9 bidding.
They gonna guarantee it lasts 99 years too?
I don't think anything can. I mean, the viaduct, they only guaranteed for 75 more years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was Paula the other night said it's projected to last for another 75 years. So
You're gonna be around
100 years on that.
You're going to be around to hold them to it?
Probably not. I'm hoping maybe grandkids will be around for it.
Hope at least 50.
Yeah.
Andy,
Yes.
what was the time frame on that?
Immediately. So we'll get going on design. The goal and the hope is to try to get the bandstand open before 4th of July. Weather will dictate some of that, but that is the hope. Right now.
And
I'll
you're-
have more of an update on that soon once we get into actual design.
You're going to refurbish your fountain too, correct?
Yeah. So when we looked at the whole entire park, obviously the War Memorial has had some renovations to it recently. The bathrooms are not that old. To replace the fountain itself is $500.
It's nuts.
We simply don't have that money. So what we're going to do is keep the fountain that is there, make some minor modifications in house, a new spray features inside, along with it.
So the statue of Roy Hart. It's out. You know.
We got to find a funder for that.
A lot of color.
Andy, this comes out of the parks budget,
Yep,
correct?
Yep. And this is something that obviously a project this size, you don't have not 1 year.
Oh, sure, I understand.
This contract covers the entire park or just the grandstand design? Okay, okay.
Yeah. So design and
Gotcha.
Now, if I remember right, talking to you, there was no tree loss in this project?
that is the plan right now.
Okay.
We're working around. Might have a funky shape on concrete. And just for Central Park is the oldest park in town. Dates back to mid-1800s. Has some really fascinating history. If you want to read about it. Just kind of continues this on for another 50, 75.
So before I let you go,
Yes.
I want you to tell the council about the trout
Oh.
that was caught at Huckleberry.
Yeah, so every year we work with the conservation department to stock Huckleberry Pond with trout. We put about 700 trout in there. And so this year they put, as they told us, 5 lunkers. To us, we thought lunkers maybe 3-4 pounders. So we had our first guy catch one, it was 8 pounds.
Oh, wow.
It was, I sent a picture there today. It was quite impressive. It shocked us. And he actually had the scale to prove what it weighs.
It's catch and release right now.
Apparently there's 4 or 5 more in there.
Wow.
Wow. That's pretty exciting.
All right, we have resolution 2528-24 to follow.
Thank you.
Chief. I guess I should say chief. Chief.
I've been up here before talking about our roof to the police department. Thing dates back to 77. It's pretty interesting that a department as old as ours, we've only had 2 police stations. And so with that, our roof is before engineering done, engineering, and so forth. And come to the point where we went out for sealed bids on that project. Received one bid at $227,070. Full service roofing for the replacement of the police department. That includes project. And funds for that, we had put a placeholder in the budget under infrastructure, 1,000. So it is more than that. That wasn't based on a bid. That was just kind of based on what it would be. So to understand what it would cost. But questions?
So that's the original roof?
I'm not sure on that.
So it's 47, 48 years old?
I think it's been replaced. Replaced the top. Trying to fix the top.
Is this a flat roof?
Mhm.
Is this just surfacing the flat roof, not putting a slope on it?
Any other questions? And that's resolution 2527-24.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, Chief. Mike?
Receiving no opposition to the application that Hannibal applied for, vacate the between Hatch and Valley, South Street.
That's Bill 24-025 to follow for the first reading. Tricia? Yeah.
Okay, good evening. I am here to let you guys know that Vicki and Terrell Dempsey have signed a legal document that James has put together. And just as a reminder, they are donating the contents of the Molly Brown home, the furniture, for a donation write-off. So an appraisal was done by Dale Delaporte and Ben Inman, and that has been provided to the Dempseys. So I'm here to ask permission for the mayor to sign and enter this legal document.
Need a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? See, they're doing dirt work.
Yes, we started dirt work last Thursday, I think it was.
What's the outlook for moving? Spring?
Depending on the weather and how everything we're able to pour, we're looking at possibly pouring in the next day. And his part. So tentatively, it's on the house moving company's schedule for December 16th. I don't expect to hit that, but it's possible to hit before the end of the year.
Okay.
There's a lot of work to be done once it's moved too. So we are hoping.
Gotta get
Step it up.
ready for Santa Claus.
Hold the weather off too, but yeah, we're definitely, I think, on track to hopefully be open spring.
Awesome.
Good
So,
job.
Then do a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to table copy release.
I'll second that. Anybody have any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Now we have bill number 24-024. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a second and final reading, please.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 24-024, an ordinance revising Chapter 24, Railroads by amending certain sections and removing certain sections which are no longer applicable to the city of Hannibal. Second and final reading. Councilmember Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Hancraft,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dobson,
Yes.
Councilman Cohen,
No.
Councilman Phillips,
Yes.
and Mayor Lauterman.
Yes. I declare bill number 24-024 duly approved and adopted on this. Then we have bill number 24-025. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a first reading.
Moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bill number 24-025, an ordinance of the City of Hannibal vacating an undeveloped tract of land known as the alley running north and south from Manning Street down to the alley running east and west between Hatch Street and Viley Street, City of Hannibal, Marion County, Missouri. First reading.
We have Bill 24-026. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a first reading.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 24-026, an ordinance authorizing the City of Hannibal, Missouri to issue its taxable industrial revenue bonds, GM Serial Properties Incorporated Project Series 2024, and a principal amount not to exceed $56 million for the purpose of providing funds to pay for the cost of acquiring, constructing, and improving a facility for an industrial development project in the city, and authorizing the city to enter into certain agreements and take certain other actions in connection with the issuance of the bonds. First reading.
And we have Resolution 2526-24. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution 2526-24, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a $18,000 contract agreement between the City of Hannibal and ProCare Tree Service for the removal of 23 hazardous city right-of-way trees. Councilman Munger?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dobson?
Yes.
Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Mayor Phillips, or Councilman Phillips, sorry. The mayor.
Yes and yes.
And Mayor Lauderman.
Yes. I declare Resolution 2526-24 duly approved and adopted on this day. Now we have Resolution 2527-24. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution 2527-24, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a $227,870 contract between the City of Hannibal and Full Service Roofing and Remodeling for the replacement of the roof at the Hannibal Police Department. Councilman Munger?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dobson?
Yes.
Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Councilman Phillips?
Yes.
Mayor Lauderman.
Yes. I declare Resolution 2527-24 duly approved and adopted on this day. Resolution 2528-24, I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution 2528-24, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an $81,900 engineering service agreement between the City of Hannibal and Klinger and Associates for the design and bidding services for the renovations to Central Park. Councilman Munger.
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Yes.
Councilman Cohen.
Yes.
Councilman Phillips.
Yes.
And Mayor Lauderman.
Yes. I declare Resolution 2528-24 duly approved and adopted on this day. All right. I need a motion to go into closed session in accordance with RSMO 610.02112 and 12, admitting myself, city council, city manager, city attorney, city clerk, Matthew Borderson, Tim Reichert, and Andy Dorn. Okay, I need a motion.
Moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Councilman Munger.
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Yes.
Councilman Cohen.
Yes.
Councilman Phillips.
Yes.
Mayor Lauderman.
Yes.